Hiya friends, Prepared Suburbanite back with you. Well, it's damp and rainy around here and has been since Sunday. We got a couple of inches of rain. Everything is totally saturated, and I've been looking for some good news. And all you had to do was just look at the news over the last couple of days. Just to recap a couple of things, the China trade tariff reset is underway. We've got a 90-day reprieve and on this reset, and the stock market responded positively with an 1,100 point increase in the Dow yesterday, and I was thrilled to see that because it brings us back to where we were on January 1st. So all the fretting and terrible news forecasts about we're going to be in a recession because of all this and we're all going to be paying higher prices, it just didn't pan out. And I am absolutely thrilled. There is so much more that's such good news coming out of the Trump administration that we're going to devote the rest of this video to all that good news. And I am thrilled. So stick around. So in addition to the Trump tariff U.S.-China trade deal that sparked the turnaround in the stock market, I was thrilled to see that, and it really does make quite a difference. But there is so much more that is going on in the Trump White House right now that just is incredible. He's in Saudi Arabia as we speak, and I just saw a news flash pop up on my phone that said that he has just signed a $1 trillion deal with Saudi Arabia. Now, I don't have the details yet, but I will be taking a deeper dive into that later on today when the facts get known. But another $1 trillion. We got to be pushing 8, 9, even $10 trillion in new industrial infrastructure investment in the United States. And that's going to mean jobs. And that's going to mean a big boost in the economy. In other news, Hamas has released the final and last U.S. citizen that they had held hostage. His name is Eden Alexander, and he was released yesterday. Thank God that he is home safe. And if you've seen the news clips on how his mom reacted to that, it was heartwarming for sure. But that's just one more piece of good news. Oh, gee, the India-Pakistan ceasefire. Yeah, there's a little bit of finger pointing going on back and forth about who's violated the ceasefire and all that. But the fact that they're under a ceasefire right now and that they are beginning discussions about what the future holds in India and Pakistan, and never forget that both India and Pakistan are nuclear powers, and that could be very dangerous. But Trump intervened. Trump said some things about trade and what he's going to do if the ceasefire doesn't hold. Then I think that brought him to the ceasefire arrangement, and I'm hoping that that's going to hold for a long, long time. Zelensky has agreed to meet with Putin, and Putin has agreed to meet with Zelensky about the Ukrainian-Russian conflict that's going on in Ukraine right now. And as best I can tell, that talks are scheduled for this Thursday, and that they're going to sit down, the two of them, and talk about what's going on. They've invited Donald Trump to participate in their talks, and I think that's going to be a big, big help to bring some peace and stability back to the region of Ukraine and this Russian conflict that's been going on for over 3 years now. Trump announced yesterday, I believe, that he's signed an executive order to make our drug prices reflect the most favored nation status, which means that we're going to be having lower drug prices for all of us. Now, does that mean that everybody's going to benefit from this? No, some countries are going to have to pay a little bit more, but we will end up paying a whole lot less for our prescription medications. And I don't know why this took so long to be able to pull this thing off, but I am certainly glad that Trump had the foresight and the inertia to make this deal come true. It was announced, I think, late yesterday that we have collected in April $16.3 billion in customs duties. That's from the tariffs. And that went quite a long way to making us have a surplus in income over expenses for the federal government for the first time in a long, long time. And this morning at 8:30, the CPI numbers came out, and they are 2.3% year-over-year inflation, which is less than what all the pundits were forecasting. They forecasted 2.4. Now it's 2.3. And I think that's really positive news. Now the PPI comes out tomorrow. We'll see what the pundits are going to have to say about that, but I suspect that we're going to be looking at some positive numbers with the PPI when that comes out tomorrow. So these are just a few of the things that I consider really good news. And in spite of the left's dogged attempts to discredit Donald Trump for everything that he's doing with this deal with the airplane that Qatar has offered to donate to the United States. They're going crazy over that because they feel that that's a personal gift and that he's in violation of the Emoluments Act and all that. So, well, that's couldn't be any farther from the truth. But to hear the left going off on Donald Trump every which way, I've got a couple of things that I'll just kind of put up here that you might find interesting. But the nonsense that's going through the left's mind right now, all Donald Trump is doing is trolling them, and he's getting them to put their agenda right on the line. And the only thing they've got is Orange Man bad. They've got nothing that has done anything for good, for the future, for the American people. All they've done is said, oh, Trump is just he's an evil dictator, and we're all going to be in a recession and all that. Can't be farther from the truth. So that's the update from here. We finished up the renovations to our front porch, and it really does look pretty darn good. All the old lattice has been replaced. We've got the new stairway in place, and it really does look a whole heck of a lot better than it did before. So I am pleased with that. Our gardens are doing good. I'm starting to see all kinds of tomato blossoms, and the potatoes are doing great. The peppers and all the leafy greens that we've planted, all doing good. Got a couple of little rabbits that are running around in our garden that are enjoying the tops to the turnips and the lettuce. And some of our green beans have been taken up by feeding our local rabbits, but not much we can do about that. So I hope everything is going well in your world, and I hope that you're finding this good news as wonderful as I'm finding it. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see y'all on the next video.